Welcome, bienvenido. This is Roxana from Metamorphosis Rocks, and today this is a short video. I just want to make a comment about something that I saw on Instagram today. The post is by Aesthetic Motivation, and it says, someone out there is holding their breath hoping you fail. Make sure they suffocate. There's a reason why. I don't know what it is. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of similar posts and I'm going to make a longer video about that. Because ever since I started posting again, I've been watching. Okay, let me back up. When you do certain things on social media, the algorithm realizes it and it starts sending you more stuff. For example, if I'm doing research on a particular topic, everything I get on social media has to do with that topic. The way the system works, the algorithm is paying attention, and those cookies that you get on your computer, they are gathering information so that they can promote certain content to you. That works both in benefit and in detraction, because if you're looking at a particular story for a video that you're making, the time that you're making that story is fantastic, but once the story is over, you really don't want to see any more of that particular topic if it's a topic you don't want to talk about, or if you've moved on to something else. It will take a couple of days before you start seeing everything from that topic, which is why if I have to do research on a particular topic, I'm waiting a couple of days between. Not because I'm not looking already, but because I don't start getting a lot of information until a couple of days have gone by. But one of the things that have been consistent in the last few weeks has been all this talk about follow your dreams and whatnot. But there's a particular one that I'm going to talk about on another video. But then today I saw this one, and I thought it was interesting because the entire time that I'm creating content, in the back of my head I have the fears from the past. What if people start attacking me? What if this alerts the wrong people? Because I've seen a lot of y'all from the past come back and say hi, and I love that. Unfortunately, sometimes the people that come back are not the people that you welcome. And so it leaves me with that whole question of, do I really want to keep doing this? And maybe these people will come back and maybe they won't. But should I care? I guess is the question. And the short answer is absolutely not. I shouldn't care. And I don't. But does it go through my head every time I turn on the camera and decide to make a video? Absolutely. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is not because I want you to feel sorry for me. It's because I want you to think about you. When you're doing something, when you're creating something, when you start a new job, when you make a decision about your life and not everybody agrees with you, or you've made decisions in your life that have called attention to the wrong people, does it ever happen to you that you go back and think, what if they don't like what I'm going to say? What if they don't like what I'm going to do? Because believe me, you will have those moments. And the question is not will you, it's how you're going to deal with them. And the short answer is, let them be. If people want to come at you sideways, just block them out of your life. You don't have to stand there and take punishment from people that don't want what's best for you. If somebody comes back with, there's this microphone that I think you might want to use because the volume is not perfect, or you can try this for your health journey, or things like that are different. Feedback is always welcome. Abuse is not. I guess that's the easiest way to say it. So if you find yourself in a situation when you're taking a course correction in your life, or you're just completely changing everything about you, for whatever reason, you want to glow up for your 30th or your 40th or your 50th birthday. You have transitioned from stay-at-home mom to working mom. You have transitioned from having children, school-age children and whatnot, to empty nester because your kids went off to college, and you finally have that room that you always wanted to have for your hobbies and your crafts. You decided to go from one job to another, from one position to another, from marriage to divorce, or from divorce or single to marriage. Any decision that you make in your life that is going to change your entire life, There's always going to be people that are going to be there for you, and there's always going to be people that are going to have everything to say about every decision that you ever make. The way you should look at it, and I'm telling you because it's taking me forever, but every once in a while I will remind myself of this. The thing that you need to remember is that people that are so busy checking what you're doing with your life are trying to avoid the changes in theirs. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful day.